Hey, look at this. As I live and breathe, it's so exciting.
Are you excited?
I am. We've opened Mike Eagle here.
You don't look excited.
Well, I have 3 hours. I can't. If I'm at 10,
That
I
makes
fall
sense.
asleep after an hour and a half.
You gotta have a baseline, something to go up from.
Exactly. I gotta pace myself. And of course, Max Beasley, my friend Max, is here.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I think it's going well.
This is exciting. Thank you for coming.
I am so happy to be here. You
Yeah.
have no idea.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could counter and say, you don't seem so excited.
Oh well, I'm a
You could at
Black
least be,
American rapper, so I have to have this like little bit of sense of cool all the time. It's belying my inner chaos.
Okay, well, of course.
But I have to wear the costume, or else they'll take my card.
They'll take your card, but somewhere inside you want to be like Tom Cruise dancing on the table.
Yeah, I really that resonated with me because
Yeah.
I have that part of myself.
When he jumped on the couch and was, yeah,
Because he was excited about his girlfriend.
he was excited about
That he
Katie.
held auditions for.
Look,
Tom, sorry to interrupt. Could you ask our guests to get a little bit closer to the mic, please?
I think you just would you be able to get a little closer to the mic?
I,
Is that better?
I don't know if I can. I'm pretty close to it.
How's that?
Check 1 2. Hello.
That's
Hello.
better.
Do
Thank
people
you.
hear me?
Thank
Am
you.
I
That's
not-
perfect.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, we it's a live show. It's like it's an ongoing concern. So how are you doing? Thank you for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Max, for bringing me.
First person I thought of when I saw the post.
Amazing.
That didn't make any sense to me at all. But then he explained it, and then it made a little bit of sense. Then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's been going on lately for you? Let's do an overall catch up.
All right.
I've been a long time fan.
What?
Yes.
That's surprising. We have a lot of mutual friends, though.
What kind of mutual friends do
I
you
like
have?
Paul F. Tompkins.
Sure,
He's a good
yeah.
buddy. Actually, he's the only one I can think of right now because my brain ain't working so good.
Yeah.
Lance Bangs.
Lance
maybe?
Bangs.
Lance Bangs. Well,
Yeah.
Lance is Earth's friend.
Yeah.
He is.
He's everybody's
We
friend.
might as well list who Lance isn't friends with at this point. No, but I love Lance is amazing.
He
And
is.
so is Paul F. Tompkins is amazing.
Mhm.
Love everybody. And yeah, I saw Lance. Lance is one of those people who just like,
Appears.
yeah,
Mhm.
you're just at a
Absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
Suddenly, like I remember, like, because he lives on the West Coast. I'm in New Jersey at the time, and I go to a secret LCD sound system show when they're just
Yeah.
coming back.
That
And suddenly
sounds
it's like,
right.
oh, it's a small club show,
Mhm.
and it's like in New York on Easter, like on Easter. So like, and then suddenly I look, it's like, oh, Lance is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You live 3,000
He
miles
just
from here.
pops up.
And he's
lives
just like,
everywhere.
yeah, I'm here.
He is.
and they were doing a show the next night. He's like, hey, you going tomorrow? I'm just like, I don't think I can get in tomorrow. He's like, well, I'll be here. And he's just like, he's like Candyman.
He is. I had the pleasure, the great honor of making a television show with him. And one thing that it just occurred to me right now is because we were in that process, I'm probably one of the few people on earth that has seen him raise his voice.
Wow.
It's
No, that
terrifying.
That I would not want to see.
My goodness.
Because I'll say this, and I say this with love to Lance. Don't think we're not roasting you, Lance. It's always like that's the power of being a quiet guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is when you blow up, everybody's like, oh,
Everybody pays
no.
attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is truly terrifying. The loud people, you're just like, burn yourself out. You're always
Exactly.
loud.
You'll
You're
be
always yelling.
Like
What
a,
else
like
is
a
new?
little baby. You'll be
Yeah,
asleep in
exactly.
15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Just go cry yourself out, and you'll. But when the quiet people lose it, it's like Dad is mad at us.
Everybody's
Yeah.
buttholes tightened up in
Oh.
the room. It was really something.
And this was the show you did, Comedy Central.
Mhm. New Negroes, you can say it. It's fine.
Okay.
You have the card, Tom.
Look, you can't tell me I have the card. Max has said, you got the card. And Max is going to be like, oh, why did he say that? He didn't have the card. See, that would be a trap.
That'd be a bad. That'd be a mean. You called him your
I
friend
come here to
earlier.
trick you.
Yeah,
To be fair.
he wouldn't be your friend if he did something mean like that.
I just want to say, somebody in a Cocteau Twins shirt cannot tell me whether I have
That's
the
fair.
card or not.
That's fair.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, if you're wearing any sort of 4AD artist, you do not have the card.
No pixies, no breeders.
Exactly.
Let's just say no shirts from Amoeba in general.
no shirts. Well, no, you can still get shirts at Amoeba that are.
I think it'd be worse if I was wearing a Death Row Records t-shirt and said that, would it not?
Yeah.
That would be worse.
Yeah, you might be right. I feel like I've lived that moment a few hundred times, and I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what has been going on lately?
Oh man, I just got off a tour. I just drove back from the Bay yesterday, where I was doing a bunch of shows for my album. Came out in October, so we have been on the road pretty much on and off since then. So music stuff's been dominating my mind. Doing shows, making more music, and then playing this little weird Hollywood game too. That's always crushing my heart.
Like what would be the music thing you've kind of got locked down?
Yeah.
Well, not even kind. I'm just drinking con. You've got the music thing locked down. What would be the goal for the Hollywood thing? Since you did the show, you had a show. What would you like to do now?
I'd like to do that again, but not have it hurt as much.
Well,
I think that's
the
goal.
Let me know how you figured that out, because I would like to maybe know how to not have it hurt.
I think the invention that might be needed is something called like a heart condom, something like that.
Sure.
If we could figure out some protection,
some kind of shield to keep it from just opening your chest plate and hurting
right?
dead center.
Yeah, people like to open your chest up and squat and poo in it, and then close it back up and send you home,
and then tell you that they put that, and then they'll say like, "But I'd love to work with you on something else." That's always a great thing when they're just like, "We'd love to talk about something." That's like, we're never going to talk about anything else ever again. And I always thought for meetings, for showbiz meetings, the greatest thing would be is if you get everybody, they have a buzzer and you have a buzzer, and it's a silent buzzer. But if you find out that both of you pressed it, saying like, I don't want to be in this meeting, so you press the button. They don't know you press. Maybe they want to keep the meeting going. They never know you press the buzzer.
Okay.
But if they pressed it and you pressed it, then they both light up and you go, hey, we've decided there's nothing to be gained from this meeting. We're
so
never going to
cool.
work together. Let's each save ourselves an hour and say thank you so much and best of luck to you in life.
I love that.
And then you just leave. It would be such a gift.
I started. I got really back into it deeply kind of recently, and I got this management, and they're doing great, so they're sending me on a bunch of generals, and I was like, okay, I'll get ready to do the general. I got through 2 of them, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Oh, I need ice cream or something. Like after a meeting like that, I'm just like, I'm going to eat garbage now. Like, where's garbage? Like, I just look for like that would be a great thing to do. You open just a junk food store right outside of a studio where the people
a great idea.
Who just had meetings, they're gonna pull in, and you say like, pitchers welcome, like 10% off if you just had a general meeting.
Oh man!
Show your sticker, your lot sticker, and you
It'd
get
be
10%
great.
off.
And then you eat the junk, and then maybe they also have a little pallet you can lay on too while you eat the
lay
junk.
down, maybe get an ice
A
pack.
cot inside of the Jersey Mike's, inside of the UTA.
Yes. Yeah. And you just go and you're like, they're like, what will make you happy right now? And be like, oh, like, I don't know, like potato chips and some kind of sub. And, like, they just start naming like Dr. Pepper, and they have everything.
And then they
ready
give
for
it to you in a paper bag, and then you cut 2 eye holes in the paper bag and put it over your head while you're
You go
eating.
Shia
Yes.
LaBeouf mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
These might be the ingredients of the heart condom.
We might have been going at it the wrong way this whole time. This is our calling, not to sell things, but to accommodate the defeated.
Oh, that touched me.
Yeah.
Well,
that touched me.
when you're ready, I'm ready.
I mean, also in the meantime, I might call an album that to
please.
accommodate the
That would be
defeated.
the
That
greatest
is
thing.
beautiful.
Yeah. No, you had a song about doom.
I do.
Right?
Yeah, that was my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not my guy in terms of like us ever having been friends or anything like that, but he literally made the rap music that lives in my heart in the biggest way. Like
Yeah.
he like since 1997 when I first heard him. Like
Sure.
this is my favorite guy.
Yeah. Because he, what was his first group again? I'm blanking.
KMD.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just like nobody, like, Doom still feels like one of those people that we have not figured out the whole iceberg. There's still so much under the surface of the water.
It is. I mean, I didn't even know for the first 2 years that I was aware of him that he was even Zev Love X from KMD.
Yeah.
Like, there was just enough world with just the Doom stuff and his approach and the samples and all that. And it's like, what? Wait, there was a whole thing before that?
And then there was like the King
Ghidorah
record and just... Yeah, and then all of a sudden here are his beats, and you hear like what he was doing when he just was cutting up beats on his own. You're like, this guy was doing both sides of the street on this stuff.
Yeah, he's
and
DJ. He's a good DJ too.
Yeah, and that like that Mad Villain record, I know that it's over. It's like overhyped, but it still has not been properly hyped. Like everybody knows it,
right?
But it's worth it to talk about it.
And it's probably one of the few like rap albums that's come out in the last 20 years that gets talked about like and nobody has the language for this, but it's talked about for its like artistic value.
Yeah.
You know, like there's not a lot of rap albums that get talked about that way because rap is always so tied into commerce. Yeah. And how well it does commercially. Like it's so rare you get something that like comes out independently and has that sort of staying power.
Because it was kind of like the axis of like you know, I guess if you'd call it backpack or crossed with just like legit big stage hip hop,
right?
Is how it felt. Can someone go in my office and get the figure off the top of my shelf to show my Mad Villain figure?
Yes,
it's gonna be nice to
Thank
see.
you. See, I have my But to me, like, look, Mad Lib is like an all-time hero to me. So like, I feel like
totally
everybody loves Jay Dilla, of course, and they should. But it's like people should also appreciate Mad Lib, who's still here. Everybody likes a dramatic, sad story.
Right.
And the Jay Dilla story is as heartbreaking as it gets.
Right.
But that's like the Hollywood sad version, and people latch on to that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that.
See, here we go.
Gotta say, it wasn't on my bingo card to be in here talking about Dilla and Mad Lib, but here we are.
But just to like appreciate somebody who's still... You got to appreciate people in their own time.
And
that's
then,
all I'm saying.
And then with Mad Lib, I mean, if you look at the multiple levels he's working on, like he's doing Freddie Gibbs stuff, he can do Erykah Badu stuff. He works with little old me. Like it's like
the song he uses Mad Lib on his new record is my favorite.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It samples this 1970 Prague song by Czar. It's like one of the best samples I've heard in a long time.
That's amazing.
It's very exciting for us.
Yeah. No, that is so cool. And it truly is a thrill to get to meet you and for you to come by. Seriously.
The honor and pleasure and privilege is all mine, sir.
And anytime you want to come by, you got something to talk about or play, you want to play, we have a stage in there. Whatever you want to do, you tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to spend some time finding out what the options are.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is a true thrill. And thank you, Open Mike Eagle, for coming by. And Max, now you get to go.
Oh, it's me who picks it? I thought it was Mike who picked it.
No, it's the bringer.
Gotcha.
Okay. I like this.
All right.
This is a tier 1. You go to the tier 1 table.
Tier 1?
Yeah.
Great.
Does
I know what I'm grabbing.
Win?
Look at that. All right, Jason, can you move out of the camera? Jason. Okay, there we go. We're going to move tier. We're going to tier 1. Max is going to go to tier 1. All right, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. Tier 1.
How long have you been here?
We've been here for kind of like May of last year.
Do you like it here?
Oh, I love it.
I don't mean to interrupt your flow.
Oh, no,
but I was very curious about that.
Is that look? Max is checking it out. We got a Maddie Matheson cookbook, a Spider-Man No Way Home DVD, Blu-ray, the Sopranos Blu-ray box.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we're not messing around.
That's serious business.
Yeah,
that's some real hardware there.
All right, is that what you're taking? All right, congratulations, Max gets the Sopranos Blu-ray, and now the general quality of the prizes plummets.
I see.
I think
well,
he kind of got the prize.
He got the golden ticket.
Yeah. No, but we've been here about we got here like last May, and we're building it up and got the video going and everything. So it's been amazing.
Amazing.
So yeah, anytime, true thrill. Anytime you got something, please come back.
I absolutely shall.
All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, same here. All right. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. I love it. That was great. Right out of the box. Boom. Right? You see that? Right out of the box, not messing around. Open Mike Eagle showing up. Amazing. Let's take a phone call.